How
up on
good
that.
is Darrell? How good is Darrell
see
Henderson? Just talent, you know.
God,
I already know you're on
he's
the
gonna
Henderson train, but how talented of a back is he? Do you think?
I think he's a top 5 to 10 running back if he's starting. I think he is per start. He will score like that kind of caliber player. And Todd Gurley, I've been talking about this since January, and it's becoming, I believe, less and less crazy that he's not only do I think he's not going to stay healthy, I think there's a really good chance that everybody's giving him too much of the benefit of the doubt that he could be ready for week 1. Where do we have any evidence that he's going to be ready for week 1 or even ready for a big time workload? So Darrell Henderson, to me, will outscore Todd Gurley in 2019. A lot of people will call me crazy for that, just like I've been called crazy by calling him the biggest bust candidate since January. But people are warming up to that idea. And I think that, he had the guy looks like he's fired out of a cannon on every carry. He had the most 40 and 20-yard runs out of anybody in the nation by a lot. So he's an explosive home run hitting running back with, 22 off the top of my head, 22 touchdowns, 25 total in 2018, 1,900 plus rushing yards. He is a workhorse. He's a smaller guy, but not tiny. Alvin Kamara's exist. This league is full of them now, and that Rams offense is the perfect fit for him. He will shine at some point this year. It's just a matter of when.
We got to get to this just really quick. I want to get to this other question about Zeke. So, really short. Do you know if he can do the other stuff? Because that's always like with Ronald Jones. A little bit was my worry. And, John Kelly, that's basically why he's not playing. What about the other stuff? What about pass catching, pass protection, which is a must if you're going to actually get some snaps?
Yeah, I think he can. Sometimes there's not a whole lot of evidence, and it's not the player's fault. Just like Zeke Elliott was coined as a non-PPR guy, but look what he did when he finally got used. I think Henderson's shown that he can pull in passes. He didn't have the biggest receiving year last year, but I believe the year before that he had a bigger year. But from what I've seen and all the video I've watched, and I've watched a ton of it, the guy does everything. And I really, really, really cannot wait for him to get a shot. And I think he's my number 3 overall rookie, and he's my number 2 running back, which is pretty high for most people. But that's how I feel, man. And I draft with my gut mixed with all the stats and stuff that.
You're saying he shouldn't be a liability on the other stuff that's not running.
I don't think so. And the things he can learn. I mean, just like anything, he can learn those things. He seems like he's a motivated guy. I'm excited for him. I can't. You can see all my videos. Did you see my fireplace video? Todd Gurley's Christmas was stolen.
Yeah, I saw that.
By Darrell Henderson.
'Twas the night before week 1, and all through the house, not a fantasy leaguer was stirring, not even a mouse. The depth charts were hung. You drafted with care in hopes that Todd Gurley and his knee would be there. Fantasy drafters were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of touchdowns danced in their heads. Fantasy lineups were set, submit buttons were tapped, expectations of winning, the prize money all wrapped. When out during pregame, there arose such a clatter, Gurley owners sprang from their beds to see what was the matter. Turning on ESPN and Fox Sports with a flash, images of bleeding out cold, hard cash. Todd Gurley was limping like he was running in snow. Thoughts of high hopes, oh where did they go? When what to your wondering eyes did appear, but a miniature man, 5'9", with no fear. He had speed, acceleration, damn he was quick. You knew in that moment, hell, that ain't Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his quickness then came, and he whistled and shouted and said, say my name. You yelled, Hendy, quick Darrell, I'll call you what you please. He said, D. Henderson's the name, now get on your mother knees. To the top of the lineup, the stats would grow tall, as hopes of Todd Gurley, crashing they'd fall. So depression set in. What the hell did you do? You drafted Todd Gurley, you dumb miserable poo. You drafted him despite warnings. You thought you were tough. You didn't even listen to draft his handcuff. With league safe now full of entry fee dues, you yell out, WTF, I don't want to lose. And thoughts of league banter, the joke you will be, all because you trusted Todd Gurley. Amazingly, Henderson carries the Rams on his back. You feel like you've just been kicked in the sack. The writing is on the wall. You get no pity. Next time you will listen to the one they call Smitty. Henderson is gonna ball. Don't judge by his height. Happy Christmas and week 1. And to all, a good night.
Hey Smitty, I got a trade offer for you. You give me Alvin Kamara, and I'll give you Todd Gurley. Huh? No Todd Gurley! No Todd Gurley! No Todd Gurley! No Todd Gurley! Todd Gurley? What? Todd Gurley?
It didn't break. That's really surprising. That one broke.
You kind of pull up the text like...
Nice.
Time to check my email.